So Mel, I've got an interest in. I'm a trustee of Rod
Actually
Donald.
written here. So we've got we've got a number of conflicts. We've got councillors McDonald, McClellan, and Goff for Civic Building, Tyrone Fields for Rod Donald Banks Peninsula Trust, and Councillor Peters for Reckon-Bosch Trust. Is there anyone missed? You better move it. Jeepers. Okay. Well. Does anyone have any questions? Yanni.
Oh, not a surprise.
Sorry, Yanni.
I just wanted to check on the civic building statement of intent. I didn't see any reference to the rent being too high and the renegotiations. So, yeah, I mean, basically we've been told. I mean, this is public that the rent's gone above the market rate because the original long-term lease contained a hard ratchet clause. So,
Yanni, the CBL new board hasn't actually met yet, and so we will report back that that's not appropriate for the statement of intent. It's got nothing to do with the statement of intent for CBL. Well,
could we put like some sort of KPI around getting that renegotiation with Ngāi resolved, because it's been going on for a long time? And
so, as I said, the CBL first board meeting has been scheduled, and we are in discussions, and we will report back from that.
So if that's the case, then why wouldn't we put as a KPI or a statement of intent, put something that says that?
Because it's an operational matter for the CBL board. It's not an appropriate thing. The statement of intent KPI needs to come from them. So you can give feedback on that, but you cannot actually ask the board to do. It's not at the board's decision to actually put the KPIs in.
Right. So
let's leave it there. We don't want to ask any more on that.
Well, sorry. I think we should, if we're being asked to receive the drafts and give feedback, then I think we should have a note that says
no. Well,
what? So we don't say anything about it, and we have no role as a council, do we, around approving that, like providing feedback?
Does anyone else have any amendments they want to make to any of the statements of intent? So let's, yeah. So hang on. So Tyler, does anyone have any amendments they want to make to any draft, whatever we're doing now?
There is an issue which Yanni has raised. I don't know how you want to bring this up, how we manage it, but we do have to, it comes up again and again and again. So I realise it's probably best. Excuse me, I can actually speak for myself, thanks.
Anyway.
And I realise that it should be in PX, but we do need to raise this and discuss it.
Yep, so can staff make a note of that? Now, so it doesn't sound like there's any other amendments, but do we have any other questions from anybody else about any of these draft statements of intent? Nope, okay.
Sorry, I just wondered, based on the earlier conversation with Tukaha, and again, just noting for general high-level sort of feedback, but the idea of incorporating some form of recognition of the earthquake in terms of the stadium. So, I thought having some sense of incorporating something in the design was quite important. And whether we need to put that in here, again, I don't know. But I mean, it sounds like they're going to consider that anyway. But I think it is good to just, as a council, say that
probably doesn't need to go here, but we could talk to them the next time they come for a briefing.
Did Yanni, you asked the takeaway action, so I think that has been already put through.
Yeah. All right. So sorry, did I have a mover? I can't recall.
Yeah.
Phil. Do we have a seconder? Pauline. Do we have any debate? Yanni.
Do I move that we add?
No, we're into debate now. Does anyone have any debate?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just confused about how we're handling the Civic Building Limited.
We are not doing anything further on it now. Do we have any debate?
Oh, okay. Thanks. I find it strange that we wouldn't do anything on Civic Building Limited. It was noted as one of the top 10 themes or issues that some people wanted addressed when they met with our chief executive. It's been in the media reported that the discussions are underway and that we've got a hard ratchet clause. So, our rent is going quite literally just a ratchet that you turn. The rent clicks up every year, irrespective of market rates. So I can't see why we wouldn't, as a council, give a direction to this company that we want these negotiations concluded within a certain time frame, or as a kind of a KPI or an expectation. This isn't something that needs to be in public excluded. These comments have been made publicly in the press by some of the CBL directors on the 22nd of October 2022. So I don't know why we wouldn't put something in here to give our desire that we would like to save the ratepayers' money, reduce our costs, and come up with a fairer deal in regards to civic building. So I'm disappointed that we're not doing that. So I won't be supporting 1A because I think we should actually be putting it in here. I think it's our role at a governance level to provide the direction, and this is something that we should be giving feedback on.
Kia ora. I'm not going to be very long. What I do know is I know this is an underlying issue with 1A around the Civic Building Limited relationship, but also remembering that when we're trying to maintain relationships, sometimes things are better kept from party to party, and we get informed in certain things that are actually relevant to us. And when it comes to this, Ngāi Tahu understand it, and also the council understand that they're willing to work together to ensure that there's something for the future. We employed some treaty staff, and we have an awesome crew that's working on this, and I'm sure that when it comes to the table, it's going to be really good. It's going to be transparent, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out. Kia ora.
So we do need to put each of these separately to the conflicts. So go through each one individually. So that you're really looking at all of them. So I request from 1A for civic building limited statement of intent. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Against? Any against 1A?
And I'm abstaining.
So for 1B, the LTA funding agency, those in favour say aye. Aye. Anyone against it? Okay, move that. And then 1C, well done, thanks to Mr. conflict on. All those in favour say aye. Against? Great, carried. D, Brisbane Bush Trust, conflicts on. So all those in favour say aye.